Yes! 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 Come on, Silver! Let's ride! Yo, Fears, audience, Fears, back at it again with another live. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Hope you guys are doing spectacular. Happy Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers out there. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to Zach's dad. Shout out to all the dads. Dad, I love you. I care about you. I miss you. Dad, I wish you were here. Dad, I've been watching movies all day of stuff that my dad likes. So, I watched a little Fugitive, oh yeah. I watched a little Rambo, oh yeah. I watched even more Rambo. I watched a little MacGyver, oh yeah. All stuff that my dad likes. Check it out, I got my Fears Man 26 shirt on. That's my main channel, guys. That channel you guys have to subscribe to. So that's the main channel. Fears Man 26, that's the main channel, and follow my second channel at Fears Vlogs, the channel that you're watching right now. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had an absolutely spectacular weekend. Coffee first. In my new and improved movie slate mug. Oh yeah. That is some good coffee. That is some good coffee, my friends. All right, it's a little heavy, but not too bad. Let's open up the chat. Let's talk to Lantern. We got lots to talk about. Lots and lots and lots to talk about. All good things. All good things. I've got some updates on some stuff that I just wanted to thing. And let's see. Today's topics. Here we go. Today's topic, since in honor of Father's Day, I'm going to do the top 10 likes about what I like about my dad, about John W. Fears. John W. Fears. Great father, great man. I got 3 film reviews. Then we're going to be doing some Dman reviews. And then we're going to talk about Father's Day. There we are. Dman has just been, well, first of all, the first update, oh my gosh, Dman is just pumping out the videos. So, man. So, I appreciate Dman. And then next, we finally got a garden update video. I've been asking for a garden video, and finally Dman, just the other day, posted a garden video. And I was just tickled to death. Because, listen, don't get me wrong. I love the I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. I love the squirrel videos, is what I was trying to say. But I absolutely love the garden videos. I like them both, you know, and we get a lot of squirrel videos, but not too much garden videos. So that was kind of a nice surprise. So yeah. Anyway, like I said, it's been an exciting Saturday and Sunday. I got some good news. I did unblock Jen. I thought, listen, you know, since me and Zach have let bygones be bygones, and I apologized, you know, to Kate, and everything's good, I thought, you know what? I should just, you know, start off on a fresh new leaf with Jen. So, Jen, I do apologize for calling you a bitch. I really do. And I unblocked her today. So, yeah. Alright. Anyway. So, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Wanted to be truthful with you guys. I do apologize for calling Jen a bitch. And I did unblock her. I blocked her about an hour ago. So, anyway. So, no hard feelings, Jen. I hope we can put the past to the past, and all that good stuff. So I do apologize, though. Today's thumbnail, I just found a nice little red thumbnail that said Happy Father's Day. I thought that'd be most appropriate. All right, let's call Lampy. See how Lampy's doing. And there we are. And then I am going to call Dave and wish him Happy Father's Day. I think James is the only one. Oh, well, no, and Zach. Zach and James, I think, are the only ones that have fathers left in the community. I don't have a father left. So, neither does Boo or Visions or Lampy or Pixel. A lot of us don't. Oh, Dman. Dman may still have his dad. I can't remember. Dman, I apologize. I can't remember. But a lot of fathers have passed away in the community. So, do I miss my dad? Absolutely. Do I think about him? Absolutely. Do I wish he was here? Oh, God. Yes. But I'm glad he's not in pain anymore. I'm glad he's not suffering anymore. And I do miss him. I think about him every day. When I woke up this morning, I woke up at 1. I was going to go to church today, but I stayed up late last night hanging out with the guys and all that stuff and watching Yaks Live. And then I didn't set my alarm clock. So I woke up around 1-ish. I was tired. So when I got up, I sent a prayer to my dad. And I will say a prayer to each and every person's dad that has passed away in the community. But shout out to each and every dad out there in the entire world. So yeah. All right. Let me call Lampy. See how his day was. Hopefully it was a good day. Hang on here, Mr. Lantern. Mr. Lampy. Now I wonder if Lantern's gonna respond. We'll see. Lantern? Yo, Lantern, what's up? What's up, twin? What's going on, twin? What? Wake up, twin! What's up, twin? What's the howdy, twin? So, Lantern, did you have a good day? Banjo? Banjo? Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Well, thank you. Banjo, do you think it's possible that you can get your ass off the toilet, wipe your ass, and go wake up Lantern off the couch? Go get him. Okay. Yeah, what's up? Yo, Lantern, what's up, twin? What's going on, twin? Lantern, Lantern, I got 2 questions. Did you have a good weekend, and did you have a good day? Yeah. Nice. Did you? I had a great weekend, hanging out with the guys. Finally, me and Zach, have apologized to each other. Well, I didn't really do anything. Zach apologized to me, for all the crap. But it's good to have the band back. You know what I'm saying? Lantern, you would have loved that miniature golf place that we went to. It was wacky, crazy golf yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I took Zach to Friar Tuck's. He'd never been there. He loved it. So, Lantern, if you ever come to visit me, I'll take you to Friar Tuck's. Lantern, have you ever had British food before? I think I have. You have? Okay. You'll love it, buddy. You'll love it. Yeah. So, Lantern, I was just telling everybody, my dad passed away, so did yours, and some other people in the community. So, I will say a prayer, not only for your dad, Lantern, but I'll say a prayer for my dad. I'll say a prayer for Vision's dad and everybody else's dad that passed away. But, Lantern, even though he's gone, as long as he's in your mind and your and in your heart, then he's never really gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At least that's what I think. Do you think about your dad all the time? Yeah, do you? All the time, Lantern. All the time. Every day, actually. Every day, when I get up and when I go to bed, I'll just be like, hey, Dad, I love you. I miss you. I don't say it out loud. I say it, in my mind. I'm just like, hey, Dad, I miss you. I wish you were here. I hope everything's going good. And eventually, hopefully, I get to see my dad again, when we all go to heaven, Yeah. So that'll be fun. That'll be good. All right, Lantern, I'm glad you had a good weekend. I'm going to go, but pass out the links because I got some updates to tell the fans. Yeah. And then I'll be in the chat momentarily, all right? All right. You know what, Lantern? Instead of Shunk today, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to everybody. Chunk. Right. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Anyway, all right. So, let's see what else. What other updates? So I unblocked Jen. Zach has been pumping out these videos, man. So Monday or Tuesdays is when I'm gonna try to get my version of the Ripley's Crazy Golf out, and then after that one I've got to do Spooky Empire, and then I think me and the guys, I told the guys I need like a week or two by myself. The next big hangout, I think, is going to be July 4th. We're going to celebrate, it's going to be, I don't know about Tina. Dave hasn't told me about Tina yet, but it's going to be me, Dave, James, Zach, and we're all going to pitch in. Dave said we're going to buy the food either from Costco or Sam's Club. We're all going to pitch in, and we're going to grill hot dogs and hamburgers over in that fire pit over there, right across the street from my house. They have barbecue pits in the park, and then we're going to eat inside. It's supposed to be a blistering hot day on July 4th, and we'll probably do it live after that. But big 4th of July celebration over at the Fears Man's house. The next convention I think me and Dave are going to, I think Zach's coming. I'm going there for sure, is July 11th and 12th, Tampa Toy Con. I don't know if I'm going to go 2 days. I'm definitely going at least 1 day. And then after that, definitely August 2nd, the Star Wars convention that my buddy Jeff holds every single year. That one's always a blast. That one's always good. That one's always fantastic. And then I don't know about these two, because Jacksonville is 3 hours there, 3 hours back, so fuck that noise. And I don't know about this one, maybe. But definitely October 3rd, Kissimmee Collectors Fest. That's happening, for sure. And this week and next week, I'm definitely just going to, me and Dave may hang out this weekend, either Friday or Saturday, and do a Dave and Fears podcast. But besides that, for the next week or two, Fears Man is going to be working on my lives, and I'm going to be working on my vlogs to try to catch up a little bit more. And that's pretty much it. And then I'm obviously working stuff. But all right, let's open up the chat and let's say hello to everybody, and then let's get things rolling. Now, I don't know if Dman has created any new ones, but Dman made like 20 videos in a row, and I've just been watching 5 or 6 alive. So we definitely have got, I'll probably start with the Dman reviews. So there we are. All right, here we go. Let me open up the chat. Working stuff. But all right, let's open up the chat and let's say hello to everybody, and then let's get, yep. All right, let's see here. Let me say hello to everybody. Yo, what's up, Chicken Wizard? What's up, Chicken Wizard? Oh yeah, Chicken Wizard's another guy that lost his dad. Yeah, I'm sorry, Chicken Wizard. Strong Bear says, "Hey, Chicken Wizard. What's up, Kate? Beautiful Kate." She says, "Yeah, woo." That's right, y'all. Let's see. Why did you private your live, Dave? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. The vlog channel is better than the main channel, in my opinion. Well, mine? Well, I put more effort into this channel, Kate, but I do like my main one. I mean, that's where I started. So I like to throw some stuff on the main channel. So yeah. Fears Vlogs, where you can drink coffee and talk about movies. Oh yeah. I mean, that's a given. That's a given. Joey says, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. That's right. Dave, I wanted to catch the live. Where is it? I hope Dave didn't take it down, because Dave, I was with you there the whole time. So yeah. Let's see. Yo, howdy, Fears. Well, what's up, Lantern? Good to see you. Dave, where's the stream? Yo! What's up, Zach? Good to see you. Happy Father's Day. Thanks, buddy. Zach told me that he celebrated Father's Day with his dad, and they went out to lunch, so I hope that went well. Howdy. What's up? Incredible. I'm craving some Friar Tucks. Bangers. Well, I told you that you would love it, Zach. I told you that you would absolutely love it, you know? Now, it isn't for everybody. Like, Joey gave it a 7, but recent news, Joey said that if he would have ordered what Zach ordered, that his rating would have been higher. And I said, oh, well, there you go. I mean, who doesn't like sausages and who doesn't like mashed potato? They're both great. Nope, Jen, you are not a ghost anymore. Welcome back, Jen. Welcome. Let's see. Kate says, rock and rolling. Jen puts in a monkey in the chat. Welcome back, Jen. And Jen, I do apologize. Sometimes it takes me a long time. Fears is not good at apologies, but I'm getting better because I make a lot of mistakes. I don't mean to make a lot of mistakes. Just guys in general, we make mistakes. Guys in general, we're fucking idiots. Women have to put up with it. It's not men putting up with women. Women put up with men. We're idiots. We're morons. So I do apologize, Jen, for calling you a bitch. My sincere apologies. And I thought it'd been enough time. I was like, this is silly. This is silly. I'm like, since me and Zach are on a good note, the community's, been on a good note. I don't want any more drama. I don't want any more craziness. I was like, well, I said, if I'm giving Zach another chance, then I'm like, I should give Jen another chance. So I unblocked you today. So yeah. Kate says, welcome back. She says, I'm not a ghost. You're not a ghost. Not anymore. Not anymore. What's up, Punk? What's up, dude? He says, happy Father's Day. Thank you. Happy Fart Day. That's right. Well, my dad did fart. Like father, like son. I fart more, but my dad would definitely let out some. I'll tell you that much. Let's see. Kate says, aw. Show some support. Thanks, Lantern. I appreciate that. Anyway. Yo. All right. Let's see here. Zach's going to get a whack to the head. Well, why is that? Why is that? What's up, Punk? We went to the Culver's for lunch. Oh, there you go. You know what, Zach? I've been to Culver's, but man, it's been... Oh, God. It's been a while. I'm trying to remember the last time I went to Culver's. They do... I do agree that they do have amazing food, but I can't tell you the last time I went there. It's been that long. I'm trying to remember. I honestly can't remember, buddy. It's been a while. That I can tell you. It's been quite a while. So, yeah. Let's see here. Don't you dare, Joey. Hashtag healing. Kate says, no apology, fears, water under the bridge. No, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong, Jen. I do owe you an apology. Because I was being immature, and I should learn to take a joke better. I've been getting better. Sometimes I'm better, sometimes I'm not. Definitely if fears, I'll give you this a bit of advice to everyone. Definitely if fears is in a bad mood, that's probably not the best time to joke because I'll probably get really mad. But overall, when happy-go-lucky fears is here, I do like to joke, and I just need to get better at taking a joke, and I need to control my temper. Excuse me for a second. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I sent my brother a text, and I thought that was him. By the way, I got good news about my mom and my brother and Shelton. I'll tell you guys in a minute, but where was I? Oh, but I will continue to work on my patience and my temper, because I'm not going to lie, I do need work on both of those. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's not, but it's a work in progress. But I do owe you an apology, Jen, because there's no excuse. There's no excuse ever. I'm not just. I've said it to Kate before. I've said it to Jen before. Doesn't matter which woman it is. Any woman. You don't call any woman a bitch. And I was in the wrong. And I was like, I owe Jen an apology. And every time I've said it and lost my patience to Jen or Kate or any other girl, normally I wait like a day or two and then I apologize because Fears Man has to cool down. So, it is water under the bridge, but I was like, I definitely owe her an apology. So I'm glad that it's water under the bridge. Yo, what's up, Vic? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Let's see here. Lantern says, flow it up in the chat. Oh, yeah, Lantern. There you are. Punk Rock says, you can't heal from a scam like Zach has done to the entire community. Damn. Zach, listen. Just do a fucking challenge. He's never going to let it go, Zach. He won't. Until Punk Rock gets what he wants. Anyway, I'm going to catch up with the chat, and then I'll tell you guys the good news about my mom and my brother and everybody. Anyway. Funny first thing happened when I enter the stream is Jen getting an apology for being called a biatch. Yes. Well, I was just in mid-sentence, Vic. I mean, I had to get it out. So, yeah. I'm definitely getting better at apologies, you know. I should have, but I waited way too long. If someone says, oh, you're a bitch, you should apologize either instantly or within an hour, you know. So, yeah. Anyway. What's up, Chicken Wizard? By the way, Chicken Wizard, I had KFC. Dave was going on and on and on about KFC at his live. And I was like, fuck it, I'm hungry. I'm going to KFC for lunch, man. And that shit was good. So, yeah. Let's see. Jen says, I'm at a loss for words. Well, I meant it, Jen. I meant it. So, because I was like, not just Jen, but girls in general, no girl should be called a bitch. Absolutely none of them. You know? So, I was like, that's going to be right off the bat, you know? So yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Vic says, happy Father's Day, Chet. Same to you, Vic. Now, Vic, you're a father, right? I believe you told me. I believe you said you have a wife and children. I thought you told me that. So, yeah. That's right, y'all. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Punk Rock. Same to everybody. Let's see here. So many angry dads were given nice meals today. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Let's see here. I joke nonstop, so never take anything I say seriously unless it's a Bible verse. Good to know. I'm just saying, there's going to be days, Jen, and usually everyone can tell, oh, Fears is in a great mood today, because everybody has off days. Oh, shit, I probably shouldn't joke. Fears is not in a good mood today. So I'll let you guys weigh that out, you know? So, yeah. Let's see. I got the big piece of fried chicken today. Oh, hell yeah. Well, I went with the three-piece chicken, and it came with a biscuit, and then I got an extra side, so it came with mashed potato. But I love their mashed potato, the Kentucky Fried one. I don't know if that's their own recipe or whatever. It just tastes so fucking good. I was like, can I have an extra one? So yeah. And then some trolls were saying that I got mad at the drive-thru person. No. If you watch the live back, she got a little confused because I could barely hear her in the mic. There must have been, not on her fault, her little microphone, it must have been bad. So I thought she got confused. She was very young. She looked, I don't know, 17, 16, so it was probably her first job. And I said, hey, ma'am, do you mind repeating the order back to me? Because I heard from a source, they're like, oh, Fear's fighting with people. I was like, I didn't fight with her whatsoever. I'm like, I was very nice to her. She was very nice. Watch the live back. The only thing I asked her was, could you read back the order? I was just making sure she got it right. She did get it right, and I said, oh, okay, cool, no problem. And then I drove up and paid, and then the internet cut out, on that live, I think 3 times. Sometimes the internet around here is amazing. Other times the internet here is shit garbage. So yeah. Anyway. So I wanted to solve that little debacle. I don't know who made that up, but about 20 seconds after I started that live, someone was like, hey, I heard that you got angry at her. I was like, that's not true. I'm like, she didn't get mad at me. She wasn't rude at me. Because I heard that also. And I was like, she wasn't rude. She was very nice. And they're like, oh, well, were you mad, Fierce? Like, no. I'm like, I was very nice to her, and she was very nice to me. I just asked her, hey, could you please repeat my order just to make sure you got it? She did. I went, oh, yep, you're good. I'm like, you got it right. And then I went through, paid the money. I was like, have a very nice day, and I drove off. So, yeah. Let's see here. Zach says, I'm a Korean and proud to be it. Well, hell yeah. Zach, I hope you had a good Father's Day with your dad. Hell yeah. Happy Father's Day. Mine has died. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Jen, but I'm in the same boat. My dad passed away. So, yeah. Let's see. Happy Father's Day to Zach's children. He abandoned them. Oh, damn. Oh, my God. That was a little much, Chicken Wizard. Jesus. Oh, my God. Let's see. It felt like I was standing tall. Happy Father's Day to Zach. Real father who's so... I'm not going to read the rest of that. Damn. Holy shit. Fucking hell. Let's see here. Let's see. Cow steak. Hell yeah. Let's see. Chicken, they have fathers. Let's see here. Jen, I'm your dad today. Get me a beer and a burger. Hell yeah. It's a nice combo, Vic. Well, one thing. Beer, yes. Hamburger, yes. But French fried. You can't have those two things without French fries. Well, French fries, ketchup on the French fries, beer, burger, solid meal. All of those. Not you can't have those two. You got to have the French fries with it. Ketchup, please. There you are. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, that's right, Vic. Lantern, I will get to a crown in just a minute. Let's see. Hey, Punk Rock, quit nagging about it, and I won't do a challenge at all. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. Yeah, that's right, Zach. You tell him. You tell him. You can't always get what you want, Punk Rock. Well, listen, I beg to differ, Zach. Punk Rock will bother the shit out of you until he gets that. I guarantee it. It'll be like 12 years later. Ring-a-ling-ling, ding-a-ling-ling. Hey, Zach, where the fuck is my challenge? Oh, yeah. Zach agreed. Let's see. Dirty soda. Oh, there we go. Punk Rock, that steak was juicy and moist. Ooh. This is the BK Lounge, Zach. I get it my way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we are. Uh-oh. Lantern says, happy Father's Day, everyone out there. Hell yeah, Lantern. Way to go. Well, Lantern, I promise I will say a prayer for your dad. I'm going to say a prayer for my dad, Zach's dad, all the dads out there, alive or passed away. I promise. I promise. Let's see. It was made on the grill. Ooh, nice. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. I'm getting pretty hungry too, Zach. He says, now I'm hungry. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I had some fried chicken this afternoon. Because Dave was making me hungry. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Thanks, Mr. Lano, for that super chat donation. Yo, what's up, Primetime Gaming? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, my friend. I heard from the shadows that Carl wants to take him to federal court. Is that true? No. That is not true. That is not true. Carl was being naughty, and I took down one of his videos. And now he's crying about it. But in the end, I will win. In the end, I will win. So there it is. Let's see. Lantern says, okay, Fears. Let's see. I eat the chicken skin and gravy like Cartman from Subway. I mean, I like it all. I like their mashed potatoes and gravy the most. But I also like their chicken. Their biscuits are good. I mean, the whole ensemble's pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. Yo, what's up, Visions? Good to see you. Vision says, my dad has passed away. Well, I am sorry to hear about that, buddy. But I already knew that. So I will also say a prayer for your dad, Visions. You did get his porn stash, though. That's good. That's good. And you got all the movies. Give me 1 second. There we go. Let's see here. Let's see. I also suffer from the dead dad vision. Yep. Let's see. There can only be one primetime gaming. The quickening has begun. Oh. All right. Oh, well, that's what I was saying, Jen. I took down one of his videos, and then he counter notificationed or whatever it is. But it's my video. That's why I took it down. So yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm never gonna stop reminding Pick Rob he was a scammer and owes me a refund, among other things. Okay. Yeah, he counterclaimed it. Okay, let's see here. Please don't pray for us. We love Satan. You know what, Visions? I'm a good friend, and I'm going to pray for you anyway. I'm going to pray for you anyway, my friend. But yeah. Because I cannot hail Satan. I'm sorry. We're buddies, but I can't. So I will definitely throw your dad a prayer, because I'm going to throw Lantern's dad a prayer to all the other fathers out there. So yeah. Let's see. There we are. Let's see here. Lantern, I don't see him. I do not see Robbie in the chat. That's a lie. Pick Rob. Fear should pray for you. If he is in the chat, I can't see him. I probably blocked him. So, I don't know. I can't see him at all. So, yeah. Well, I'll have Dave get rid of him, though. Actually, I'm going to call Dave, and I'll get rid of him right now. So, give me 1 second. Because I don't want any Robbies in my chat. That's right. Give me 1 second. Mr. Dave.
You called.
You rang. Dave.
Yep.
2 things. 1, happy Father's Day, buddy.
Yep.
And it was an awesome hangout this weekend. You, me, Zach, all of it. What was the highlight on Saturday?
We got the band back together.
That's true. What was another one? Like on the actual day? I'm going to say it was the
golf.
yeah, I was gonna.
Golf played Zach's jet that turned up the ride on the money.
It was awesome. I'd say that's my highlight. Those 2 highlights. I'm gonna have to agree with you. Getting the gang back together, no problems, everything's good. And that crazy golf, when they meant crazy, they meant crazy. You didn't just hit the golf ball with like the putter. You did that. It said pull the mallet back, hit the ball with the mallet. And then it says take the ball, throw it down the little tunnel, and it went down the tunnel like zigzaggy, and then it landed. Like, it was all sorts of crazy stuff. So, yeah. So, hey, I've got a question, Dave. People are saying that some type of Pick Rob is in the chat. Is he? Because I can't see him.
There is a Pick Rob 2002.
Okay, can you block it?
Already did.
All right.
Once you said to.
All right, yeah. I just wanted to make sure. So, block him, get him out of there. Because I blocked him But I didn't. I always forget to chat block
He
him.
claims he's not that Robbie.
Well, anything to do with Pick Rob or Robbie or Matman or the other guy, Batman or whatever, I want nothing to do with. So if you ever see a Pick Rob come in the chat, just get rid of it right away. All right, Dave?
No problem.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna get on with the rest of my my life. I'm gonna call you though right after this. Okay?
Okay.
Because I got something to tell you. I have to tell you something off camera. All right.
Okay.
I'll see you later. All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right. Get rid of Pick Rob. All right. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Let's see here. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Let's see. That's a little much, Visions. He says, pray for me when I don't want it. It's rape. All right, well, I won't pray for you then. I was just being a nice friend. I thought I would throw a prayer out for your dad, Visions, but if you don't want it, then I promise I won't. Anyway. Let's see. Chicken says, me and Visions are going to hell with King Cobra. There you are. There you are. Well, you know what, Chicken Wizard? I value your friendship because I've met Chicken Wizard many times. He's from Missouri. We go to the Toy Man Toy Show together all the time. Good friend. Good guy. Good, really good guy. Visions is a good guy. You know, good friend. Value his friendship as well. Excuse me. Yo, Pixel, what's up? Let's see. Hell yeah, Pixel. Hell yeah, Pixel. Dave, we need you to save us. Well, I mean, I told him to take care of it, you know? So, yeah. Dave with the save. He's gone. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see here. I'd rock the Fears Man shirt. Well, thanks. Well, the great Lord Visions made this primetime gaming, and I got an order. Either Visions is almost done with it because the last time me and Visions hung out on Lantern's show, well, it was Vision doing the show, but hosting for Lantern, he said he was about halfway. So Visions, I can't wait to do a good unboxing. I got two new stickers coming, and I've got I bought a whole bunch of stuff, and I got some new shirts made. So, oh yeah, hell yeah, Chicken Wizard. Let's see. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see here. Robbie ate a child like Satan. Oh my God. See, that's why I hate those guys, Visions. You should never do anything crazy to a kid, and they think it's okay. Matt thinks that's okay. Robbie, Savage, Batman, all those other idiots. I'm like, Dave, if you see any of those guys, get rid of them because they're all disgusting. So yeah. Anyway. Let's see. I heard Ripley's had to call the hazmat team after you took your Crohn's dump in the huge toilet. Probably, Zach. Probably. It was for luck, though. It was for luck. I had to. Let's see here. Visions is Chucky now. Wow, that's big news, Dave. I did not know that. Anyway, all right. So now that I'm caught up, let's get on with the show. All right. All right, let's see here. And luck it was because you won the game. Oh, yeah. All right, so time for some Dman reviews, my friends. Dman reviews. Okay. I'm going to do like about 4 or 5, you know, because he's got so many. And I'll get to the rest tomorrow. All right, here we go. So... there we go. Okay. All right, see, where did we leave off? What was the last one? The last one I did... John's second wish. All right, here we go. So, because D-Man said when I watch all the Aladdin ones he did, he said I have to watch them in order. So, John's third and final wish. All right, here we go. So, third wish. Here we go. Here we go.
No more tricks. For my third wish, I want all the internet trolls rounded up and put away.
Yes!
I didn't mean here.
That was good. Yeah, get rid of all those motherfuckers.
No more tricks. For my third wish, I want all the internet trolls rounded up and put away.
Get rid of them. Get rid of all of them. D-Man, that is a 100 out of 100. 100 out of 100. Oh, my God. Please, get rid of them all. All right, next, let's see here. Let's see. The next one is John gives his Aladdin lamp to Zach. All right, so lamp to Zach. All right, here we go. And Zach's in the RV in this one. All right, here we go.
Here, you might want to rub this and polish it up a little bit.
That was good. All right. 8.9 out of 10. Okay. Okay. Number 3. Let's see. The next one is, let's see here. I'll do about 4 or 5, and then we'll review some tomorrow. Let's see. Zach uses the Aladdin lamp to make his first wish. So I'm going to write down Zach's first wish. Okay, here we go.
For my first wish,
I want to look like one of the Beatles.
Oh, nice. That was good.
for my first wish.
That was good. All right, I'm going to give that a 9.1. All right, now it's Zach's second wish. Okay. So Zach's second wish. Okay.
For your second wish,
I wish I was the squirrel again.
That was good. That one, I'll give that one a 9.2 out of 10. That one was pretty funny. All right, and then the next one is Zach's third wish. So Zach's third wish.
and for your third wish,
I wish I was famous.
He's running away from the cops.
I wish I was famous. I didn't want this.
That was good. I'm going to give that one a 9 out of 10. That one was pretty funny. All right. And then, let's see, that was 5. I'll do one more. Let's see, I'll do one more. This one is Zach gives Dave the lamp. All right, so Zach gives Dave the lamp. And then I'll do the rest tomorrow, my friend. Here we go.
Dave, this is for you.
That was good. Kind of a passing of the torch. 9.5. All right. There we are. Very good. Very good work. D-Man, as always. Good work. Let's see here. All right, let me get back to the chat. Let's see here. Let's see. Where did I leave off? I left off. Let's see here. I think the last thing I read was Vision saying Robbie ate a child like Satan. Damn. Oh no! I read the Crohn's dump thing that Zach said. Zach says my teeth itch. You better not. You better not, Zach. That is for Lampy only. That is for Lampy only. Let's see here. Let's see. Visions is Chucky now, and then. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. Zach said the last thing I read was Zach saying it was luck because you won the game. Let's see. Kiss me, Zach. I want. Oh, Chicken Wizard's going nuts. Let's see. Thank you, Zach. Yeah, people were saying that I was cheating last time, and I didn't. I did not cheat at golf. The proof is in the vlog. I did not cheat whatsoever, so thank you for clearing that up, Zach. I don't really care what they think. I'm a very honest man. I wouldn't cheat at golf, so yeah. Happy Father's Day to everyone here. So many great dads in the community. Well, thanks, Cave Squeaker. Same to you. Same to you. Let's see here. Vision says, "Wow, what a group of great dads. Congrats, also. Thanks, Visions. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for the 100. I appreciate that. Thanks for any of the super chat stickers, my friends. Thanks, Strong Bear. Dave, where is your live from today? Oh yeah, I forgot to ask Dave about that. Hang on, let me call Dave and ask him. I forgot to ask him about that. Because I was there. For a while, I was the only one there showing support, and then some more people came in. So, hang on. Give me 1 second. Oh, hang on. Uh-oh, hang on. Uh-oh, what's going on here? What the hell is going on with my phone? Give me 1 second here. What the hell is going on with my phone? My phone's having a fart. Hang on. Give me 1 second. The internet's crap around here. Give me 1 second. He won't answer. I don't understand. Let's see here. Vision says, "What was your dad like?" Well, I'll get to it in a minute, Visions, because whenever I do the top 10 things about my dad, then I'll tell you guys about my dad. So yeah, it's Father's Day, and Chicken doesn't have his dad, and he just wants to watch a Strong Bear 19 stream. Thanks, D-Man says thanks. No worries, D-Man. You have been killing it with the squirrels. I gave you a lot of 9 out of 10s. The one about the trolls, I gave you 100 out of 100 because I just want them to go away and leave me alone. So yeah. All right, let me try now. Because the internet is fucking crap. So yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Howdy, Lantern. Let's see. Dave, why are you ignoring Chicken? Well, I'm going to find out here in just a minute. What's up, Pixel? I keep missing Pixel's messages. John Fears for president. Well, thank you. Thank you. Give me a second here. There we go. Yo, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. I totally forgot to ask you. So did you private your stream, or did you take it down, or what happened?
It's right now in private. I've got a few things to add to it.
To add to it, okay. So what?
And then I'll make it public.
So do you? It's none of my business, but what are you adding to it? Like titles or what?
Yeah, some titles and adding up a thumbnail and a few other items.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just curious because I was like, well, people are asking in the chat. I'm like, if Dave doesn't want to answer, I'm not going to force him to. So I was
I
like,
didn't see that. Them asking.
yeah. Well, people were like, hey, Dave, why are you ignoring us? And I'm like, I don't think he's trying to ignore it. Maybe he's doing something, you know. So
Yeah. I'm doing like 3 things at once.
no, I get it. You're monitoring my chat and you're doing a bunch of other stuff. So I'll call you as soon as I'm done, buddy.
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right, bye-bye. Well, there you are. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Kate says he was ignored. I don't think so. I think he said he was working on 3 things, Kate. So I don't think he was trying to ignore us. But anyway, all right, let's continue on. All right, let's see here. So next, what's the next topic? Let's see here. Let's see. Well, I guess I'll do my top 10 things I like about my dad. So top 10 things I like about John W. Fears. Oh yeah. Very, very, very nice man. Good father. Let's see here. So, Visions, you asked about my dad. He was very smart. He was very talented. I'm definitely more outgoing than my dad. He was more. He wasn't the strong silent type, but I definitely talk more than my dad. But he was more of a serious guy. But he did know when to crack a joke, and when he did crack a joke, it went down great. Really, the only type of art type of stuff that my dad liked photography. So my passion for photography and taking photos and stuff, that comes from my dad. He did like to video, but he for sure liked photography more. I get all the video stuff from my grandpa and a little bit from my dad. He worked for Monsanto for like 25 years of his life, and then the last 15 years of his work life, he got paid more to go to Monsanto's like sister company, which is Pfizer Pharmaceutical, and they're like, hey, you're not going to quit. We're just going to transfer you. We'll pay you 10 times more money if you come over here. And my dad's like, oh yeah, we can do that. And so then he started working for Pfizer, and there you are. So those are just some things about my dad, but pretty solid guy. Pretty solid guy. So yeah, pretty solid guy. Let's see here. When I lived at the apartment, I felt like the Speaker of the House of Hoarder Monkeys. Let's see. By the way, the place is trashed again. Shit on the floor and fruit flies galore on the walls. Damn, Zach, I don't even know why you keep going back there. You know, if you've got all your stuff, there's no reason for you to come back. You know what I'm saying? No reason at all. So, yeah. Let's see. I got a DM from Larry. He's watching from the shadows. He says it's too late to edit the video. What, Dave's video? I mean, I watched Dave's live. I don't know what Dave is trying to cover up. So, I guess I'll find out whenever I call him. So, yeah. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah. Vic said Monsanto. He worked for a while, Vic. He worked in the what do you call it? HR department. So he did a lot of hiring and stuff, but my dad started in the mailroom. So my dad started in the mailroom, and then he worked his way up. But my dad got a computer science degree. And then he started at Monsanto in the mailroom, went from the mailroom, and he just kept working up the corporate ladder. But eventually he had like, I think he had like 20 people working under him. So he had 20 people working under him. And then for a while he worked in the HR department. He bounced around a lot, Vic, but for a lot of it, he worked in the HR department and hired people. Sometimes he had to fire people. and then he worked in their computer division, working on this on the software. So he did a lot of that because he had a computer science degree. So, but it was between those two. But he did a bunch of other little stuff too. So yeah. Let's see. We can have an endless supply of coffee in the RV. That's a good thing, Zach. That is a good thing. So yeah. You're gonna get charged with the damages regardless, Zach. We should have left early. LOL. Enjoy paying for it yet again. Well, I will say, Zach, and I'm not trying to start anything. I said it. Dave said it. Punk Rock said it. Pretty much the entire community. If you would have gotten out of there early, and I 100% agree with Punk, if people would have treated me like crap like that, I would have been gone that weekend. I would have been gone. I would have been like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're not cool, and fuck you too, I'm out, you know? So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. And I'm trying to remember, Vic, whenever I was like 1 or 2 in one of our family videos, I was at least 1 or 2, because you see me in the family video crawling, and someone in the background, I shit you not, Vic, says, "Hey, John, did you ever hear back from that company that you went for that job interview?" And they were talking about my dad getting hired at Monsanto. My dad's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, I got the job. I'm gonna start, in the mailroom on Friday." And then the guy, I don't know who it was, probably one of my uncles or somebody in the background, was like, "Oh yeah, good, awesome, hey, congrats." So he got the job, and you can hear someone in the background of our family video that's on one of those VHS tapes, Vic, say that to my dad. And my dad's in the frame. Somebody says it to him off camera. I'm crawling around. Like I said, I'm 1 or 2 years old. My dad got the job, and then he just kept working up the corporate ladder. So he definitely worked there. The company was already up and running, but he got the job. But yeah, his main stuff to do was with computers. But yeah. But he had to put in his dues. So he was like, all right, start here, bam, 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 and just worked his way up. But by the time he got done, by the time he got over to Pfizer, he had like 30 to 40 people working under him. When he was still at Monsanto, he had like 20 people working under him. So, oh yeah. I'm getting behind on the chat here. Let's see here. Zach, why would you want to make coffee with the yeah. I'm certainly, yeah. Zach, don't you dare bring that coffee pot from that fucking shit ass fucking apartment. Whenever I come on the RV trips with you, it's got to be a new coffee, buy a new coffee thing, because that apartment was shit bag garbage. So yeah. Anyway, let's see here. Let's see. Believe it or not, Kate, it's actually squeaky clean. I double checked and then cleaned and deloused it when I got home. I wouldn't even have trusted, Zach. I would not have trusted. So yeah. Let's see. You and Larry were being very civil. Hell yeah, we were. It wasn't Vision. Well, Visions was hosting, but it was Visions and Lantern. And the only reason why we were being civil is because I got sick and tired of jumping in, jumping out, jumping in, because he wouldn't have let me hang out with any of my buddies unless he can stay. So I'm still not gonna unblock him. I still can't trust Larry, so I'm still not unblocking him. If I have to be civil with him, then I will. But when I said I'm done, I am done. I'm done. So yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. Oh yeah. I even made 2 cups of coffee with it when I got home. Again, Zach, they had shit all over the floor, garbage stacked up to the fucking ceiling. Do you know how much bacteria and all that crap? all that bacteria goes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't, doesn't matter how clean you clean it. I wouldn't trust it. I mean, that's your health. I would have been like, burn it all. I'm starting over from scratch. Because it's insane. I mean, I know it wasn't your fault, Zach. I'm not pinning that on you. At least you cleaned your areas. Ugh, it's crazy. Fierce, let's see. Did you have a 64 or an Apple II growing up? Well, my dad had when we lived in St. Louis, Vic, my dad had a Macintosh for a while. And then at school, before we moved to O'Fallon, Missouri, in school in St. Louis, my school had an Apple II. Because I remember playing Oregon Trail on it. And I played the black and white version. Then there was a colored version. Then they came out with a new version, Oregon Trail 2, on Windows 94, 95, something like that. So eventually I got a Windows computer with all the Windows, like 93, Windows 94, 95, 96, when the internet, because the internet was created 95, 96. Hang on. Let me double check. Around there. Hang on. Let's see here. Hey, Meta. I'm just curious. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm just clarifying my answer. Was the internet created in 95 or 96?
The internet wasn't created in the 90s. It originated in the 1960s as a network called ARPANET.
Yeah, no. It may have been created in the 60s, but I'm saying, when did it get big? When did the internet get big? It happened, there was like a big internet explosion in the 90s.
You're right. The internet's widespread adoption and popularity did experience significant growth in the 1990s.
So, what year was it? Was it 95? Was it 96?
The internet's popularity really took off in the mid-1990s. Looking at the growth of internet users, 1995...
95, okay. 95. So, I was right. I said 95, 96. So, that's what I can remember, Vic. I remember my dad had a Macintosh, and then he got free software from his company. I think my dad never bought a personal computer because they would always just give him one. My dad, the company gave him a computer at his house to work on, because sometimes my dad would stay home and just work in his office at his home, and then sometimes my dad would go into the office. So he had a computer at his office, he had a computer in his office in our home, because my dad always made like a little office for himself in our home, and be like, well, some days I'm going to work here, some days I'm going to go into the office there and work, you know. So my dad almost never, I think after he retired, my dad bought a laptop for himself. I think that was the only time. Whenever my dad got sick and then he retired, because for a while they thought that he had beat his cancer. I think it was 13 years in remission, Vic, and then I don't know how, because they said cancer is like a virus. You have to get every little piece out of your body, and it came back with a fucking thunder, and then we all know how that turned out. They're like, oh yeah, and then there was nothing he could do. But when it was in remission and he retired, that's when my mom and my dad started traveling, and my dad got to, enjoy retirement for a little while until he got sick. And that's when he bought a laptop. He bought a, I don't know if it was some type of MacBook, because I have this computer right here. I have a MacBook Pro right now. I'm sure in a couple years I'll probably upgrade and buy something else. But for now, this MacBook Pro does quite well. And so that's the computers I can remember. I remember he had a Macintosh for a while, and then he had a Windows computer that his company gave him. And then at school, we had Apple IIs for quite a while. And then my school got some better computers. So that's all I can remember, Vic. Hopefully that answers your question. So, yeah. All right, let's continue on. Kate stole your crown, Lampy. Let's see. I still have like 10 AOL free internet discs and CD in my studio. Oh, wow. Damn, that's what's up. Wow. There you go. Vintage. Nice. All right. Well, here. Time for a crown check. Here we go. So, in 10th place, Sorry, I haven't done one. I haven't done a crown check in a while. 10th place is Jen. 9 is Primetime Gaming. 8 is Zach. 7 is Visions. 6 is Jucifer. 5 is Mr. Lantern. 4 is Punk Rock. 3 is D-Man. 2 is Dave. And coming in hot, like Kate always is Fangirl Kate. There we are. So that'll work. I got your crown. The fighting continues of the crowns. All right, so top 10 things I like about my dad. Well, probably one of his best traits is that family always came first. My dad always, even though my dad worked a lot, my dad always found time for my mom and me and my brother and everybody else. So, family man. Family man. I really like that about my dad. I like that my dad was funny, because I get a lot of my humor from him. Even though he was serious, when he did joke around and laugh, it usually got lots of laugh. And usually whenever I'm joking around, my jokes don't always hit, but a lot of them hit. And I must be doing something right, because a lot of you guys like my energy, and a lot of you guys like my humor and stuff. So I appreciate everybody that thinks I'm funny. So, number 2, I like that my dad was funny. I'm definitely, it's not a competition. I would say I'm more outgoing and I'm more goofy. My dad was outgoing to a certain point. I'm very, very, very outgoing. I can talk to anyone. My dad was more serious and more selective on who he talked to. I definitely talked to more than my dad, for sure. Let's see. I like that he was a family man. I like that he liked movies like me, because my dad got me into it. So he liked movies. I, for a fact, like movies way more than my dad. But I like that he liked movies and he got me into it. So movies. I like that he was a very hard worker. Not just at his job. I like that he was, no matter what project. If he was doing a project, whether he was doing a project on the house or a project at work or a project with our family, no matter what it was, he always would work very hard. So he was a very hard worker. So I liked that about my dad. Very hard worker. Oh, I think I'm running out of ink on my pen. Hang on. There we go. I may have to grab a new pen. Very hard. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this pen. Hang on. There we are. Oh, this one's running out. I'm going to throw these pens away. Let me grab another one. I'll be right back. Hang on. Hang on. All right, this one should be good. Let me just test it. Hang on. All right, we're good. Let's see. Very hard worker. Let's see. Family man, funny, movies. Very hard worker. I like that my dad served. My dad served for 10 years in the Army. So, yeah. So, Army. Let's see here. I like that he got me into, like, photography. Because he loved photography. So, photography. And my mom has pulled out some, the last time I came to visit, my mom pulled out some of my dad's old photos. My dad had a sharp eye. My dad was in Italy, and he took a photo of this awesome blue car. I don't remember what make and model the car was, but the blue car was parked. Maybe you guys know what it is. It's in Italy. It's that there's like a highway, and then like in the middle of the highway, there's like a little piece of land, and there's like a building that goes like this, and it goes up and around, like whatever that little building is in the center of the road, there was a car parked right in front. It was a blue, I don't know what, but it was like a blue sports car. And my dad zoomed in and took a photo of that. It was a kick-ass blue car, and it was parked right in front of that building that's like right in the middle of the road in Italy. And I was like, damn, Mom. I'm like, that's a really cool photo that Dad took. And my mom was like, oh, yeah, he had a sharp eye. And I was like, that's a cool photo. So I don't remember what that building is. If you guys know what it is, let me know. It's like, it's famous in Italy. It's like when you drive down that long stretch of road in Italy, they've shown it in movies. I just don't know the name of that building that's in the middle of the road. And there was a blue car parked right out in front, and I don't know what it was. So anyway, so family man, funny, movies, very hard worker, army, photography. My dad was in the Boy Scouts like me. So my dad would always, even though my dad really didn't like camping, my dad camped so much when he was in the army. Whenever it was like the father-son like cookouts or the father-son like camping, even though he didn't like camping anymore because he's like, oh God, I've had enough. I've camped so much in the army. He put his personal stuff aside and was like, well, of course I'm going to go with my son and support him. Even though I could tell my dad didn't like camping anymore because he's like, oh, I've had enough of the army. But my dad would go, and he said, I'm having fun with you, John, because we're having fun. But I don't like camping, but I'm having fun because I'm with you. So, so yeah, I like, let's see, what's next? Army, photography, family man, funny, movies, very hard worker. I haven't thought about this in quite a while. Hang on. Let's see here. Sometimes I block things out because sometimes it's too painful to think about all this stuff about my dad. We all know why. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Family man, funny, movies, hard worker, army, photography. I would say video too. You know, my dad taught me all the video cameras. So did my grandpa. So between him and my grandpa, there's video footage of him giving me the camera. So teaching me me how to film, basically how to film. So yeah, that would be number 8. Teaching me how to film. I guess. Oh, the Boy Scout thing. That's right. He was in Boy Scouts too. That's what I was trying to remember. Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts. I like that we always went on a vacation. My dad would always plan we went on a vacation from like 4 years old all the way to about 18 to 20, around there. So yeah. Vacations. And we took a lot. It was always either Florida or England. We went to California a couple times. We went to Colorado and went whitewater rafting. We went to, oh God, what else? Texas a few times. So vacations. And then number 10, let's see. I would say great listener and always gave good advice. Great listener and good advice. Because whenever I was in a jam, I'd be like, hey, Dad, I really need your help. Do you have any advice for this? Or do you have any advice for that? And my dad would listen, and he would always like give me really good advice. So, good advice. That's number 10. Good advice. Good listener. Now, I will say, the bad trait, my dad didn't get mad all the time, but now you guys know where my temper comes from. when my dad got mad, holy hell did he get mad. Which was very rare, but when my dad got mad, he was like, I'm pissed, and I'm fucking kicking ass and taking names, and I'm going to show it. But that rarely happened. But when he did get mad, holy shit. So, like father, like son, you guys know, when Fears is pissed, you know a wrath, a storm is coming. So, yeah. There's more than that, but those were probably like the 10 biggies. And why? Because I'm trying to do what Yak said. Yak said, Fears, give us, when you do a top 10, give us a top 10, but tell us why those are in the 10. So I've been trying to do better at that. So those are the reasons why I picked those 10. So yeah. All right. All right, let me get back to the chat. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, where did I leave off? I got your crown. I typed a bunch and don't earn points. The system makes it. Again, I don't know how all that stuff works. I think it's well, a lot has to do, Vic, with the crowns. Is if people donate, because museum will come in, be here for like 5 or 10 minutes. He'll donate like $3 or $4. Bam, he's right at the top of the list. You know what I'm saying? He's top of the list, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, he just went from the bottom up. Or if someone does like a sticker donation. So I think it has to do with both things. I think it's how often you comment and how often you donate. Probably a mixture of those. Nice, we got 24 people watching. Hell yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, my friends. So yeah. Let's see here. Fear's got some 5 o'clock shadow. Well, I need to shave before I go into work. Absolutely, because you know my boss doesn't like it. So, yeah. It really doesn't, Vic. I've popped in lives that are almost over 2 or 3 comments and got a crown. It's a little weird, but I think it's a combination of both. So, yeah. Vic says, my dad was a Marine. He was always tough on me. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Vic. Now that, there was no bullshit with my dad. Like, whenever I was lying, my dad's like, yeah, John, like, I know you're lying. And he goes, just tell me the truth. You know, and then, so, yeah. So, my dad was very stern. He was stern, but he was fair, Vic. But, my dad was in the Army. So, my dad would be up at the butt crack of dawn. The only time my dad slept in, like actually slept in, Vic, was on the weekends. And even then, my dad would only sleep till about maybe 9:30, maybe 10. You know, Fears, I love my naps. I'd be sleeping till like 3 in the afternoon. Ha ha! No shame. And I'm like, oh, nice, it's 3. It was a nice little nap, you know. And then he would sleep in on vacations, because obviously you're on vacation. But if it was a work day, my dad was up by 5. And he was on the road by 5:30, and then his job would start at, I'm trying to remember, either 6:30 or 7. But my dad would come in early, and he never had to buy a cup of coffee. His little office, like, always had coffee brewing. They had like a little kitchen area, and my dad would be like, "Yep, free coffee every day." And so he would just get his coffee. He'd get all set up. He would get there. And then he would start his day. So very rarely did my dad sleep in. But again, that falls into him being a hard worker, because he was. So I would hope that I made him proud. You know, I would hope that he's looking down and saying, you're doing a good job, because I always try and do my best. You know, I'm definitely not as successful as him, but I'm always trying to work really hard. You know, and make something of my channel and my life, and trying to find a better job and all that stuff. So I'm doing my best. I really am. And it was very nice what Yak said. Remember what I wrote? I wrote. Not what I wrote. What Yak wrote, and I read you guys. That meant a lot to me. I don't want to read it again. But Yak said, Fears, you're not letting anyone down. Your dad's very proud of you, and that meant a lot to me. That was very nice. That was very nice of him to say. So yeah. So I know exactly where you're coming from, Vic. But yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Zach says, I love my goatee. It gives more of a masculine appearance. Right on. That I don't know, Vic. I don't know what the building's called, but I just remember my mom showing me a photo. My dad must have took it on the sidewalk, and in the photo there's a long, not really highway, a long stretch of road in Italy, and then there's a what do you call those things in Europe? A roundabout. There's a roundabout, and on the roundabout was a building that kind of like had a cone like that, and then right in front, and it was at nighttime. There was a beautiful blue car, and my dad just snapped off a photo of the monument in the circle with this kick-ass sports car. Don't know what type of sports car. I can't remember. It was obviously a European sports car because he was in Italy, and it was right out in front. And I was like, "Damn, Mom, that's a pretty cool photo." So yeah. Anyway. Let's see here. Fears, have you heard from LC in Colombia? No, I haven't heard anything. I hope he's having a good time. So big shout out to LC. LC's a father, so happy Father's Day, LC. No, I haven't heard nothing from LC. Not one word. But I hope he's having a blast. So yeah. All right, let's see here. LC been, oh, Lord. Wow. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Well, it looks like punk rock is in the lead now. So, Lantern, don't be getting mad at me. Punk rock stole your crown. So, Jen is number 10. 9 is Primetime. 8 is Visions. 7 is Jucifer. 6 is Dman. 5 is Strong Bear. 4 is Fangirl Kate. 3 is Zach. 2 is Mr. Lantern. And coming in hot is Punk Rock. So, there you are. All right, next. Let's see, what are we doing next? All righty, let's see here. Time for some movie reviews. Well, I'll start with the new ones. And tonight I'm going to be watching a lot more of my dad's favorite movies, you know. So, but the newest one I've done is The Bride. Very good. I highly recommend it. It's very good. It's a brand new take on the Bride of Frankenstein story. So, The Bride. So, yeah. And basically, it's a reimagining of The Bride of Frankenstein. So, yeah. So, because the original Bride of Frankenstein was 1930s, I believe. Hang on. Hey, Meta, when was the original Bride of Frankenstein made? Was it 1939?
No, the original Bride of Frankenstein was made in 1935.
Okay, close enough. 1935. So, the original, 1935. This was made, oh, wait. Was it this? Hang on. I think it was this year. This year or 2025. Hang on. I can't read the back of this. It's so little. Meta, when was The Bride made? Was it 2025 or 2026?
No, The Bride of Frankenstein was definitely not.
No, the new movie called The Bride. It's just simply called The Bride. It stars Christian Bale. What year was that made?
The movie The Bride, starring Christian Bale, wasn't made in a previous year. It's actually a 2026.
Oh, it's 20. Okay, so The Bride is made 2026. That's what I thought. So, starring Christian Bale. Very good take on Frankenstein. So, starring Christian Bale. I'm Batman. He played a pretty good Batman. Lantern, thank you for that trophy. I appreciate it, Lantern. It's not a musical. It's got one musical number in it, but it's not a musical. So, one musical number in it. It would be a split between it's definitely a monster movie. Definitely. It's colored, so colored film, but it does have some black and white scenes. Kind of a throwback to the original. So, colored film, some black and white scenes. Black and white scenes. Definitely a bunch of throwbacks to the original Bride of Frankenstein. Some throwbacks to not just those to the Bride of Frankenstein. It has a lot of throwbacks to all the monster movies that came before it. So, some throwbacks to monster films, for sure. Definitely, I like the new look of Frank. Some old, some new. New Frank, new look to the Bride. Both looks pretty good. So, loved the new looks to both monsters. And the actress, Jessie Buckley, she actually plays 3 characters. She plays the Bride of Frankenstein. She plays Mary Shelley. And Mary Shelley's, when it cuts to her playing Mary Shelley, she's the woman that wrote a Frankenstein. She's more of a narrator. So she plays the Bride. She plays Mary Shelley. And then she plays Ida, which is her before she becomes dead and becomes the monster. So she plays 3. So, very challenging. Lantern, thank you for all the donations. I appreciate it, Lantern. Thank you. So, she plays those 3 characters. Christian just plays one. He plays Frank. And basically, it's about Ida. And it's set in the 1930s. And the reason why I watched all the bonus features, the reason why the director said I deliberately set it in the 1930s, because most of those monster movies were made in the 1930s or the 1940s, and then eventually the 1950s. And she said, so I knew it was going to be a period piece, but she said, most of it's 1930s, but if you watch the film very closely, there's shadows of stuff that's around today. And so she said, I want a little new, a little old, and it's a good mix. And then she said, I wanted to throw away everything that you know from a monster movie. She goes, I didn't mind, throwing a couple throwbacks in, because I wanted a completely new look of what Frank looked like, and I wanted a completely new look of what the Bride looks like. And essentially the story is, it starts in the 1800s when Frank is created. And then he travels, when it hits the 1930s, he travels to Chicago to finally get a bride. He's sick and tired of being alone. So he's had a lot of time because in the original Frankenstein, he barely talks. He mumbles a few things. He can barely walk, but he knows how to say some things. So in this version, the director said, well, I've given Frank a lot of time to self-improve himself. So he walks fine. There's no dragging of his feet. He talks fine. There's a bit of a stutter, like going back to the 30s, but he talks better. He doesn't have bolts in his neck, but he's got bolts along his head. He's got bolts in the back. The bolts in the back. He's got most of his hair, but some of it shaved in the back and on the side. So, yeah. There's glimmers. Like she's got the wavy hair, like the 1930s. She doesn't have any gray in her hair. It's all blonde, but they made her hair wavy, like the original. In the original, she wears a white dress. In this one, she wears a bright orange dress with like kind of brown, high-heeled boots. So it's nothing. There's aspects that throw back to the 1930s. And basically what happens is once he finally meets her, she plays Ida. And Ida's like this swinger girl, and she works at this bar, and she finds out some information. Well, these gangster guys are like, either shut your mouth or we're going to shut it for you. And they push her down some stairs. She breaks her neck, she breaks her leg, and she bashes her head when she hits the ground. So Frank gets there, and he meets up with this scientist, and he's like, I'm sick and tired of being alone. And when he goes in the scientist's laboratory, there's a lot of throwbacks to the original Victor Frankenstein's laboratory. That scene I loved a lot. That scene I absolutely loved. Because there's a lot of the old machinery, and when I watched the behind the features, they said, when you watch this movie, some of the original machinery that's in the original 1930s Frankenstein is in that scene. Not all of it. Some of it is props they recreated, but some of that machinery is from the original Frankenstein, which I thought was fucking cool. I don't know how the hell the director got their hands on that. They must have went to Universal, because a lot of those monster movies are Universal pictures. That I thought was fucking cool. So he asks the scientist, I'm so alone. It's been decade upon decade. I'm so alone. Can you make me a bride? And she's like, well, someone just recently died. So they go dig her up, bring her up. They still do all the lightning bolts and all that bullshit from the original. Like, you can see all the wires attached into her body. So that's when they throw back. They bring her back to life, and then they don't mean to, but Frank and the monster, the bride, get into some trouble. So then it's kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde type of relationship where they're running away from the cops, and they're shooting and killing people, and at the same time trying to have a relationship. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but the ending is very sad, but there's a big twist at the very end. So it does have good music in it. In the credits, they have the Monster Mash song, which I thought was a nice little, so good music. Good music. Nice. What am I trying to say? Nice. It's a nice reimagining movie, because it's definitely a reimagining. It's not a reboot. It's not a sequel. It's a reimagining of the original story. So nice reimagining. And it's, even though it's a reimagining, they've added some new stuff to it. There's some new stuff to it. So nice reimagining of the original, which I still need to see. I've seen the original Frankenstein. I've seen the original Mummy, the original Wolfman, the original Dracula, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. Those are the only ones I've seen so far. Around Halloween time, there's like 30 to 35 in that Universal Monsters massive pack. I don't know if you ever got that, Visions. Remember I told you about it? I got you that big pack. At first I got them all on DVD, and then once I found out they're all on Blu-ray and 4K, I was like, all right, I'm going to give that one to Randall. So I gave that monster stuff to Randall, the DVD, and then I got on the Blu-ray. So whenever Halloween comes around, I'm going to pick up from where I left off. So, I do recommend this film. Do recommend it. I'm going to give it a solid, let's see here. Oh yeah, there was no boring parts. No boring parts in it. Visions, I think you'd like this one. Bukkake, I think you would like this one as well. Oh, by the way, Bukkake unblocked me, so me and him are all good now. I haven't heard back from him. I wrote to him and said, hey, thanks for unblocking me on Discord. He re-added me, so I guess me and him are all good now. I'm waiting for him to respond back. I just said, hey, whatever I did to make you mad, I apologize. So, there's that. I thought I lost power for a second. It got real dark in here. No boring parts. I'd say my two favorite scenes, probably the surprise ending, because it was very sad, and then all of a sudden there's a big twist at the end. But I can't say, because if you guys want to watch this, I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So the big twist ending. So big twist ending. And then I would say when the gangsters kill Ida and she becomes the monster, because her death is quite brutal. She falls down these stairs and you see her break her neck, break her leg, and then her head, it's not really crushed, but her head slams down on the basement concrete, and it's quite violent. And then Frank and the doctor dig her up, and then they bring her back to life. So the death of the bride is probably my two favorite scenes. But I mean, I liked it as a whole. It was quite good. I'm gonna give it a solid. It wasn't a perfect 10, but I'm gonna give it a solid. I'm gonna give it a solid 9.8 out of 10. 9.8 out of 10. Check it out. Good watch. Because monster movies can go either way. It's sci-fi, because monsters are sci-fi, with lightning and all that stuff. But it can go in horror. So I'm going to put all my monster stuff in my horror movie section. So another one added, another one off the list, another one added to the shelf. And all my horror movies are on my new shelf in my room. So there you are. Check it out. All right. By the way, since it's Father's Day, all this stuff reminds me of my dad. My dad loved Jurassic Park. My dad loved Indiana Jones. He loved Rambo. He loved Star Trek. There's a picture, probably one of the last few pictures of me and my dad. And my dad loved Enzo, so there's me and my dad. He loved Fears Man. He loved Star Trek. He loved MacGyver. I bought this knife. My dad gave me this knife, and then the last gift my dad got me was that GoPro. The GoPro Hero 8. It doesn't work anymore, but I'm still going to keep it because of nostalgic purposes. But, yeah. All right, let's see. What's next? How long have we been going for? An hour and 38 minutes. Let's see here. What else? You know what? I'm going to save all the movies that my dad watched for tomorrow. So today I watched The Fugitive, and I watched Rambo 2 and 3. So I'm going to be reviewing all of my dad's watches tomorrow. I'll save those for tomorrow. Because before I go to work, I'm going to watch a few more. I just finished The Fugitive right before this. So yeah. All right. So the last thing I'm going to put in the book is, I'm going to put, let's see, June 21st. June 21st, 2026. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Even Larry. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. So, yeah. So, a lot of my dad watches. So, Visions, I don't know if you do this or Bukaki does this, but always on Father's Day and then on my dad's birthday and then on my dad's, whenever my dad died, which he died in September. So, a couple years ago. So, always on those 3 days, I always watch, in remembrance of my dad, I always watch all of the movies my dad liked. So he liked a lot of action. He barely liked, I'm sorry, not barely. He didn't like horror. He liked a lot of sci-fi, a lot of action, some comedies. He didn't like the stupid slapsticky comedy, but he liked some comedies. And then he definitely liked, he didn't like, he put up with them, all the lovey-dovey movies, because my mom and my dad had a deal. She's like, well, if I have to sit through all the RoboCops and the Rambos and all the blow me up stuff, then you got to sit through some of the, lovey-dovey stuff. And then my dad would be like, okay, right on. So he put up with those movies. I doubt he liked them. And then some of his favorite TV shows were definitely Airwolf, for sure. He loved MacGyver. He loved Star Trek. He loved what's the detective show? What's the detective show? What is it called? I can't remember that one. ASI or I can't. What the hell is it? I can't remember. He liked a little bit of. He loved Tales from the Crypt Visions. I remember me and my dad watching that together. He liked Hercules. He liked. What else did my dad like on TV? He liked some of the old stuff. He liked Get Smart. He liked. What was the show? It was in black and white. The guy would open the door and he would flip over the couch. The Dick Van Dyke Show. He loved that. He liked a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, my dad would jump around on TV. I know for a fact he liked Quantum Leap. I remember him watching Quantum Leap. That kind of stuff. So, anyway. I think I'm going to call it CSI. My dad loves... Thank you, Dave. My dad loved the shit out of CSI. But really, he would watch a lot of stuff. I remember sitting watching Star Trek Next Gen with him. That was always good. Unfortunately, I watched them out of order. But it makes sense. Whenever I was young, my dad's like, well, John, this is already on the TV. So let's watch this. As soon as this is done, I'll show you all the originals. So then my dad showed me the original, so on and so forth. So, yeah. So... good times. I think I'm going to do one more topic. I just thought of it. The top 10 memories I have with me and my dad. So top 10 memories of me and my dad. And then I'm going to call her quits because a shower awaits, dinner awaits, and then I have to make my lunch for work. And I want to watch some more movies that my dad liked so I can review some stuff for tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be reviewing Rambo 2 and Rambo 3. I'm going to try to watch Rambo 3. I'm going to try to watch Rambo 1 and a little bit of Indiana Jones tonight because my dad did like Indiana Jones. He liked anything Harrison Ford. Hell yeah. Shout out to Harrison Ford. He loved James Bond films as well. So yeah. So, yeah, all right. Top 10 memories of me and my dad. I'd say my graduation. It was awesome to have my dad at my graduation because my dad was very proud of me whenever I graduated high school and college. So, high school and college graduation. Probably, I'd say any trip to England. Me and my dad always had a great time, on them. So any England trip. Those father-son, like Boy Scout camping trips, those were always a lot of fun, and I always enjoyed them. So father-son, Boy Scout trips. My dad taught me how to play baseball because I was on a couple of baseball teams growing up. So my dad and me would always play catch. I remember that. So my dad taught me how to play baseball, and I miss that. How to play baseball. 5, definitely going to Cardinals games and going to Blues games with my dad. That was always a lot of fun. So St. Louis Blues games / hockey games. I'm sorry, St. Louis Blues hockey / St. Louis Cards. Excuse me. That's number 5. Oh, I still have to tell you guys the great news that my mom and my brother and my brother's wife and about Shelton and stuff. Great news. I'll save that for the very end. I almost forgot. Thank God I remembered. But let me do this, and then I'll tell you guys at the very end, and then I'm going to end her. But great show. Great show today, my friends. Okay. So let's see here. So, number 1, high school and college graduation, any England trip, father and son Boy Scout trip, trips, plural. My dad taught me how to play baseball. St. Louis Blues, St. Louis Cardinals games, those were always a lot of fun. Probably when my mom and my dad came down to visit me here, and I showed my dad my place, and because my dad was very proud that I got the job and stuff down here. So when mom and dad came to visit, and I will say one of the most happiest times with me and my dad was when my dad's cancer was in remission, because I was so happy for my dad. I was like, oh yes. I'm like, Dad finally beat it. Fuck cancer. I'm like, he beat it. He beat it. Unfortunately, he didn't, but we thought, because it was in remission for like 13 years. So after 13 years, you would think, oh yeah, it's over. It's over. Like, he beat it. Probably not, but I was so happy for him. So 13 years of cancer free. So that was a good moment, though. Was a good moment. Let's see. I need 3 more. Probably anytime we went camping at Lost Valley Lake. Now, my dad definitely enjoyed that more because we weren't like in a tent. My dad definitely enjoyed that type of camping more because we would stay in my grandma and my grandpa Fears's camper. My dad's mom and dad, they had a nice camper. And it was nice and big, and we all stayed in there. So my dad enjoyed that more. So if you ever get a chance, it's I don't know how many hours past St. Louis, Missouri, Sullivan, Missouri. Lost Valley Lake Resort is past Sullivan, I think like 2 or 3 hours. It's worth it. So all the Lost Valley Lake trips, very fond memories of me and my dad there. So all the Lost Valley Lake camping memories were always good. Let's see here. I got the England stuff in there. Let me see here. Yo, what's up, Tinder Immortal? Happy Father's Day. Shout out to all my favorite dads, John Ritter, Brendan Fraser. Oh, hell yeah. Robin Williams. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, shout out to Tinder Immortal. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Oh, by the way, Tinder Immortal, new coffee mug. I got this just this past week, or this weekend, Saturday, yesterday. We were about to leave, and I said, hey, Dave, Zach, let's go check out that gift shop. And we haven't went to the wax museum, but we went to the gift shop, and I saw this, like, slate, and I was like, I love movies. I said, I want to drink my coffee out of this. Bought it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, yeah. Let's see here. What else? Probably when my dad taught me how to use a computer, because my dad was more tech savvy than me. So, taught me how to use a computer. And then last, I loved how my dad and me like really bonded over photography. So my dad taught me how to like with the video camera and the photography. So I'd say both photography and video learning sessions, because he taught me a lot about that stuff. Learning sessions, and that'll about do her. That'll about do her. All right. There it is. All right, big news before I go. So, my brother, you guys know now my brother's a dad. Shelton's doing very well. I got to talk with my brother today. I wrote him on my Facebook, but he's in England now with my mom. That was always the plan. My mom was going to go down there a little early, and then when my brother's been healing from his big surgery, and then right after his big surgery, he tripped and fell, and then he hurt his knee, so then he had to have knee surgery, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell. I'm like, my brother can't get a break because he had stomach surgery, fixed all that. I felt so bad. I'm like, don't worry, man. I'm like, because he couldn't go, he still can't go back to work. He's got another 3 or 4 months of healing. But now he's got even more healing, because after that big stomach surgery, within 3 or 4 days, he was either walking out of his house or going into his house. He tripped and he bashed his knee, and he thought it wasn't a big deal. But then all of a sudden he got major pain in his knee, and it became a big deal. And then he had to have knee surgery. That's why in the vlog, when I went to go visit my brother and Shelton, and it was Shelton's birthday, in the vlog, that's why my brother was wearing that knee brace, and he still has to wear that. So, I got a hold of my brother today. They're in England. They're doing good. And I wrote my brother a message on Facebook, because if you text or call any of your family in England, it's a shitload of money. So my brother's like, hey, let me FaceTime you on Facebook. That'll be free. And I went, oh, good, do it. So I got a chance to ask my mom how much fun she's having. She's having a blast. And my brother took Shelton. So my first trip to England was 4 or 5. So Shelton beat me. Shelton's very first England trip was 1 year old. So his mother came. Shelton came to England. My brother, and so they're celebrating all over there. I couldn't get off work to do all that, but my mom's like, maybe in a year or two, the whole family will go together to England. I said, I want to go. I said, 1, I'm well overdue to see all my British family. I haven't been there since 2011. I said, 2, I said, I want to go with the family, and just have a break and just kind of hang out and stuff. And my mom's like, oh, we'll definitely do it again. So I was like, right on. So they're having fun. And I said, Mom, is Shelton liking the British food? And she's like, well, his mother brought a lot of milk for him to drink and stuff. But yeah, he's been trying a little bit of British food. I'm like, does he like it? She's like, oh yeah. She's like, I've been feeding him stuff. I said, oh, that's good. And he's definitely getting big. And his mother's about to give him a haircut because his mother wanted his hair to grow out and have curly hair and all that. My mom's like, I've been taking a lot of photos. So my mom's going to send me a bunch of photos. I'll show you guys some here. And I said, hey, Mom, I've already sent you your birthday gift. I said, so you'll get it. I got my mom a birthday card and I put $100 in there. And then I said, hey, Mom, I already sent Dad a Father's Day card. So it's all there. You know, it'll be waiting for you when you get back. So seems like the family's having a lot of fun. And I got to FaceTime them for about 35 minutes. And they're 6 hours ahead. So they were about to go to bed. And I said, all right, well, I said, I'll leave you guys to it. I said, I don't want to. And it was past Shelton's bedtime. So they're like, we got to go put him down. And I said, I got you. So it was good. It was good to talk to the family. All good things. All good stuff. My TV's about to shut off. Anyway, I'm taking off. But good weekend. Good stream. Good day. Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. I hope everybody had a great weekend. And I will see you tomorrow, my friends, for another interesting, epic, going nuts, going ballistic fucking live. So cheers to the fans. Pew, there it is. And I will see you tomorrow. And I'm probably going to review a lot of my dad's movie watches. But over the years, they became my favorite movie watches. So a little Indiana Jones, a little Predator. Oh, yeah. Lots of delicious jams and jellies. And I'm going to say one more thing, and then I'm going to get out. So, Dad, I love you. I miss you. I think about you all the time. I hope you're doing well. And I'm trying my best every single day, Dad. And I hope you're proud. And I love you so much. And, yeah, dude. All right. Anyway, Vision says thanks for the stream. Hey, no worries. All right. I'm taking off. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my buddy Dave Strongbear19. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my buddy Zach, the incredible impression. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my buddy Vic Rules 6666. Follow Exhume Visions, Lord Visions, at exhumevisions.com. Buy some cool fucking merch. Why? Because he makes some pretty cool fucking merch. And I'm going to be doing an Exhume Visions unboxing very soon. I can't wait because Visions kind of gave me a little teaser. He's like, well, Fears, I don't want to spoil anything. And I was like, yeah, what's going on? He's like, well, I got a little surprise. Because you know Visions, he'd be throwing in those little gems here and there. And he's like, well, Fears, I'm not going to tell you everything. He goes, but I designed a new sticker for you of my own design. I said, oh yeah? And he was like, oh, yeah? So I've got mine. And then he said he made something extra. And I was like, nice. So I can't wait to see what it is. Because Visions, you're very creative. We're buddies. We're pals. So I know it's going to be funny. Because he throws in his little humor in there. Yeah. Hopefully there's no hidden dicks like the Walter Disney thing. I trust you, Visions. But I can't wait. So big unboxing coming soon. Follow my buddy Jucifer. Follow, who else have I not gave a plug in a while? Follow the Sega Camp Gamer and Where Camp. Follow Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow Adam Bachidi on Twitch. Follow Fangirl Kate. Follow Tinder Immortal. Tinder, I'm so glad you got your channel back. I know like your channel was on fucking hiatus for like 3 years, but I'm glad it's back. I'm glad you're making content. Hell yeah. Follow Dman 2351 for those epic squirrel videos. And Dman, tomorrow I'm going to be reviewing more squirrel videos and Dman's updated garden video, which I'm very excited about because I've been asking. I'm like, listen, I love the squirrels. The squirrels are a rockin', but I love the garden videos because I like vegetables and gardening is very cool. And I like to support D-Man's stuff on both accounts. So get ready for a garden video review tomorrow. Hell yeah. And last, but certainly not least, Follow the host with the most. Fears. FearsMan26 is the main channel. Follow it. We're at 3,000. Follow Fears Vlogs, channel number 2. Very soon, hopefully getting on 3,000. Oh yeah. Anyway, Fears loves you guys, and Fears cares about you guys, and happy Father's Day. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I will see you guys later. All right.